In the previous episode, Winston and I were leaving North Uist. On our way, we made a pit stop to see an old broch that you can only get to via a stepping stone causeway. We also had a little beach walk and a quick rest before making our way to the ferry port and travelling to the Isle of Harris. After an interesting drive, we arrived at the campsite as we continue on our 64-day island adventure. So it's day 30, and I thought I'd start this vlog by filming myself opening the caravan door, but I forgot how windy it was, and this happened. So I almost lost the door in the wind. So I shut it and tried again, making sure to keep hold of it this time. So we're heading out in the van, but first I need to get the bike off the roof. Now everyone always asks me why I don't travel with the bike in the pod, and that's because there are no anchor points to secure the bike to. So if I put the bike in the back of the caravan and say I hit a few potholes or a bit of bumpy road, it could cause the bike to move around inside, it could cause damage to the pod or damage to my bike. Plus, I don't want to put a muddy, sandy or dirty bike in the back of my clean caravan. And I also can't put the bike on the tow bar because I basically don't have enough nose weight spare. So if I did put the bike on the tow bar with the caravan, there would be too much weight on the back of my van and on the tow bar. Anyway, back to the vlog. So I've got my boots, I've got my dog, we now just need to lock the caravan and then we can be on our way. So I have got the driving footage from this day and it was so good that I just wanted to make a little montage of it. Now I actually think that the clips are of the same road going both out and back, but the views are just incredible. So I'm going to be quiet and just let you enjoy them.
You tossed me like a stone. You swept me off my feet. I can feel my bones. I still count the days. You swept me off my feet. I keep going high, she keeps going low. Something feels wrong right now, I know. Something feels wrong. You don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. I won't wait for you, 'cause you keep telling lies. I keep going high, she keeps going low. At the end of the day, she's gone. But you don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. And you keep telling lies. You played me like a game. Told me it was fine, but I could feel the pain. It's been so many days, I still feel the pain. I still feel the pain. I keep going high, she keeps going low. Something feels wrong right now, I know. Something feels wrong. You don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. Keep telling lies. I keep going high, she keeps going low. At the end of the day, she's gone. But you don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. And you keep telling lies.
off to see a lighthouse. It feels like we haven't done a hike for a long time, even though we have. We went to, the last one that we did was we walked up to that trig point on that little hill, and we had them great views, and we went in the forest, we saw the statue of the bear, and we also managed to see a deer. So we have been on a hike, but for some reason I feel like I've not been on for a while, probably because we've been stuck inside for a little bit due to the bad weather. Today's weather, however, is the best we've had in a long time. It's very bright and sunny, but still quite blustery and breezy, but not high gale force winds. This is actually quite a nice breeze for hiking in because it means you don't get too hot. So this was the weather I was hoping to get when I came to the Outer Hebrides in June. So let's just keep our fingers crossed it stays like this. One more step along the world I go. Had to get that in there. We're not swimming, come on.
Now for this next bit, I think we need some music that is a little bit more cinematic. So this is Eilean Glas Lighthouse. It's on the east coast of the Outer Hebrides and it looks out towards the Isle of Skye with a range of 18 nautical miles. It's one of the earliest lighthouses in Scotland and the light has been kept on since 1789. It went automatic in 1978, but to this day it still shows 3 flashes every 20 seconds. It has a small dog-friendly cafe and all proceeds go to the upkeep of the site. I got a slice of carrot cake and sat outside under the lighthouse to enjoy it.
That was the best carrot cake I've ever had. It was so moist. It was lovely. Now the cafe looked as though it was empty, but there was actually a big group of walkers in there before I went in. But I waited for them to leave because not everybody wants to be filmed and put on the internet. So I like to not have people in was a lovely little place to stop and have a piece of cake. Trying to video the lighthouse. He was getting in the way. So I knew that I was going to see a lighthouse. That was the whole point of this walk. But I have to say that that was much more interesting and much more enjoyable than I thought it was going to be. And the carrot cake was a great bonus. But now let's head back to the van. Looks like we've got a queue for the Stile.
So I've had some comments that in my vlogs I always tend to do the same thing, which is to go walking and hiking. And why don't I do other things like maybe tour stately homes or go to museums, etc. And the reason is because if I did that, I wouldn't be able to take Winston. Or if I was allowed to take him, then he would most probably have to stay on a lead. We do walks and hikes because this is fun for both of us. And Winston is 12 years old. I don't know how much longer I get to look at his tail spinning as he runs off ahead of me. So I want to make the most of this time. And when we travel, it's not me traveling, doing what I want and just taking my dog along. Winston and I are traveling together. So it has to be an adventure for both of us. And there's something really special about covering terrain with a dog and doing it both together yet separately. There's something about that just feels very natural and very good for the soul. So yeah, we do a lot of hiking on our trips, but that's because this is an activity that we both enjoy the most. And personally, I would rather have these memories than memories of standing in a house or a museum. But that's just my personal preference.
So we made it over the Stile a while back there. I couldn't talk to you guys straight away because I was trying to lose the other people and then it was getting really windy. I know it's still windy now, but it's not as bad. But I couldn't film getting over the Stile because everyone seemed to just gather around and watch. And I think they wanted to be helpful because, I don't know, they wanted to pick him up, I don't know. But anyway, we're over. It was a little bit more frantic. because we had this audience of people just wanting to help, but they would have been better off just carrying on walking. But I think they were just trying to be helpful. And I was saying to him, I said, he's going to be fine. I said, he just needs some space. And they didn't move. And I was like, okay. So we're just going to do this with all you people around. And so yeah, he was a little bit flustered to get over it. We got over it, and then he was then flustered because I was getting lost in the crowd of people, and he was, where is she, where is she, where is she? So he's running through everybody, tripping everybody up. And yeah, so we've passed them. We've left them behind, and oh look, sheeps. My dog's just passed, and we actually need to go down that way. So, come on, Winston, you're going to have to walk with me for a bit, because they're a bit close. I know you're not going to bother them, but they're a bit close for the track that we need to take. Good boy. Let me show you. Dog, sheep, dog, sheep. Not bothered at all. So you can all relax now. Yes, my dog's off a lead, but he's not going to do anything. Oh, he's going to get stuck in a swamp though. Are you stuck? I haven't got the right shoes on. Can you come this way? Come this way. Oh, is that not nice? You were thinking, guess who's having a laugh? Come round this way.
Okay, so let's just rewind for a second because there's something in this footage that I didn't notice until I was editing it. So I think that there is the carcass of a dead sheep. And I'll be honest, I was a little bit grossed out when I realised that. Did you notice that the first time watching this clip? Or are you only noticing it now that I'm pointing it out? Because I didn't see it, even on the hike. I only saw it when I was editing. So not only can I not see wildlife when it's alive and kicking, I can't spot it when it's dead either.
Oh, guess who's getting a quick shampoo when he gets home?
So I am happy to report that Winston did indeed get a shampooed bath. And after realising that he was swimming with a dead sheep, I'm glad he did.
I think we're in a wind tunnel in between these two rocks. Woo! It is windy. Yep, down there feels good, woman. To get my waterproofs out of my bag in that time. Sod it, let's just get back. Might be my famous last words, but let's just keep going.
Thankfully, it was just a quick light shower, and then it brightened up again.
Okay, so that's the fun stuff done for today. We now need to go and do the non-fun stuff. So on the way back to the campsite, we have to drive through a little town. So I need to get some cash out. I need to go food shopping for some fresh fruit and bits. And I'm also going to top up on fuel whilst we're there. I've got half a tank of fuel, but I don't know when else I'm going to come back into this town. So I'm just going to fill her up. And then we don't need to worry about it for however long, probably a while. So let's go do that. Hey Fuzzy, have you been a good boy? Hello, you alright? Yeah, you're a good boy. You having a nice snooze? Are you? You having a nice snooze? Good boy. I think that was the most disorganised shop that I've ever been into. So when you kind of find, so it took me ages to find the product that I wanted, and then when I'm in kind of the right area, I'm looking at the shelf at the prices, trying to match them up, and none of them make any sense. They're all over the shop, and a product that's over here, the price tag will be over there, and it was getting very frustrating. Everything seemed very cluttered, not in a good order. I just didn't, I ended up just getting the basics, so the things that I needed today, and then got out of there. I did need to buy more stuff, but I couldn't do it in that store. So anyway, we've got what we needed. Now let's get some fuel and get back to the pod. So I ended up skipping the fuel because I just couldn't be bothered, and I wanted to get back because I'm going to make a sausage, egg and mushroom sandwich. So I had to buy these Richmond sausages because these are the only sausages the shop had. I've not had these before, but it does say on the front, the nation's favourite. Now, I don't know who the nation is. I think we need to have a conversation about what makes a good sausage, because I don't think this is it. And on a side note, although Richmond can't make a good sausage,
Tunnocks can make a very good tea cake, the best tea cake in my opinion. These should be the nation's favourite. I enjoyed my tea cake with a cup of tea, and I had a quick check to see what was happening in the digital world. So I don't feel as though I've been eating enough vegetables. I've been eating plenty of fruit, apples, bananas, oranges, grapes, etc. And I've also been eating a lot of protein, salmon, sausages, eggs. I've been eating a fair amount of carbs with pasta and rice, but not many vegetables, although I did have mushrooms today, although they were fried. But still, my vegetable quota is low. So I'm sat here eating a random tin of sliced carrots, hopefully to give myself a bit of a boost. Is this weird? I do this a lot. I will sit and just eat a tin of vegetables if I don't feel as though I've been getting enough inside. Does anyone else do this? And also, it's raining outside. The heavens have just opened. But it's perfect timing. We've done all our outside jobs, Winston has been fed, and I'm now sat here eating my carrots and working. So that's us now until bedtime. Or I'll be able to see in the dark. I'll be able to lay in bed with my eyes open and see everything. Which will basically be the ceiling. So the days here are really long. So it's 10:30 and it's still light. And Winston's wondering what I'm doing.